A very good afternoon. Welcome to BBC London. I'm Thomas Magill. Voters are preparing to go to the polls next week to decide who will run dozens of councils outside the capital. One of those is Slough, where there could be a political cost to the recent financial troubles there. Independent commissioners have been sent in to help get the council back on its feet. Labour say they're sorting the problems, but the Conservatives say it's time for a change. Our political editor Tim Donovan reports from the borough.
When a council gets into a financial mess, you usually start to notice. In Slough, it's about to mean charging people to take away their garden waste and rubbish collection changing from once a week to once a fortnight.
Especially when you've got kids, pets and everything, the bins does get filled up in a week. So once in 2 weeks is just going to be hard.
It's definitely not a good idea. I think so. It should be done more often.
And what a mess Slough got into 2 years ago, declaring itself effectively bankrupt. Excessive property investment, borrowing heading towards £700 million. Yet the Labour leader claims things are now back on track.
We ended the year with a fully balanced budget within its means. We've set a balanced budget for the year ahead, and we are confident now that we're on a journey to full recovery of the council. But it's been an incredibly stressful and difficult time.
It's just desolate, you know.
But it's all come at a cost, say the Tories. A failure to improve the town centre, one outcome of a failure to manage finances.
It's time for change. It'll be 4 years. The same people who got us in the mess are still running the council. Get them out. They've got no interest in really us uncovering what went wrong and putting it right.
Some plans, like turning this former paint factory into affordable housing, have had to be shelved. The council did at least make more than £100 million profit on this site. But the people of Slough are seeing council tax go up 10%. That's £130 on the average bill.
With the cost of living, it's too much.
For single bedroom, we are paying £160 or £170 per month, the council tax. It's too high.
Overspending happens. Everyone makes a mistake. But I'm quite happy to pay the increase.
Labour's hold would appear to be strong here, despite some unpopular moves.
It's also asked government for permission to put it up by 10% next year. Slough people shouldn't be asked to pay for this crisis. They didn't cause it.
I feel for the residents more than myself, in the sense that we're here to serve them as an organisation, and the sooner we're back doing that to the best of our ability, the better for the town and for everyone in it.
It may in the end rest largely on that question of whether those who got you into difficulty are the right ones to get you out of it. Tim Donovan, BBC London.
Well, for a full list of candidates standing in Slough, go to the council's website. The address is on your screen. Now, the Met Police has missed its target to recruit more than 4,000 new officers over the past 3 years, with the Commissioner admitting to MPs today the reputation of the force isn't helping. The Met was the only force in England and Wales to miss the target. Our Home Affairs correspondent Sonia Jessup is here, and how big of a surprise was this, Sonia?
Well, not a surprise in the sense the Commissioner had told us previously that he expected to miss that target. More on that in a moment, but the target itself was a Conservative election manifesto pledge to recruit these tens of thousands of officers across England and Wales. Thousands of jobs have been lost, cut basically over the last decade because of austerity measures, and for the Met its target was just over 4,500 new officers. It's about 1,000 short of that. The Met Commissioner asked today in front of the Home Affairs Select Committee why that was.
I think the reputation of the organisation at the moment doesn't help recruiting, but also the employment market and the pay situation is really challenging. So the employment market in London, as you all know, is very, very hot and very difficult. And officer pay points, frontline officer pay points have gone down 17% in real terms in a decade. So we're paying people less, new recruits less in the hottest part of the employment market in the country. So I think that's a factor as well.
And he'd raised concerns about this target before, isn't that right?
Well, he was worried about the speed of recruitment. He said he was more worried about the quality rather of officers rather than the quantity, and getting the right ones in, of course, because today he's also been answering lots of questions about what he's doing to get the bad officers, the rogue officers out. And he repeated again his frustrations that he hasn't got more powers, he said, to sack those officers. He said we're expecting to hear more on a government review about potential changes around that in the next few weeks.
Sonia Jessup, thank you for that, our Home Affairs correspondent. Now, have you started making plans for the King's coronation this coming 2 weeks' time? Many businesses are already gearing up for what they hope will be a busy time. According to one hotel booking site, Americans are set to outspend the British on high-end hotels for the first time, making up 32% of all reservations. Well, Gareth Barlow has been to the Dorchester to see how they're getting prepared.
Yes, here at the Dorchester Hotel, they're ready to celebrate the coronation. Obviously a hotel with a strong connection to the city and especially the royal family. I'm here with Christopher Cowdray, the CEO of the Dorchester Collection. You mentioned that strong connection to the royal family. What does that mean for this coronation?
Well, given the history that we've had since 1953 with the coronation for Her Majesty the Queen, to be able to be part of this celebration is just quite incredible. The Dorchester has had such a connection with the royal family over these years since 1931 when the hotel opened, and we feel that it's really important that we play our part in this coronation as well.
For your guests, for your international visitors, what will they see when they come to the hotel for the coronation?
Well, we've dressed up the outside of the building in a very strong way that was as similar to what it was when Oliver Messel did it back in 1953. But throughout the hotel, staff will be wearing the lapel badges. There's going to be the coronation cake. There's going to be coronation teas. We've really, all the staff in the hotel are fully embracing this wonderful occasion.
You're embracing the occasion. What about guests and visitors? Are you seeing an uptick in the number of people who've made bookings?
Absolutely. So the hotel's going to be full for the weekend, but there is a desire to be in London to celebrate. So people who not necessarily will be staying in our hotels, but they want to be in London to be part of the celebration and to, sort of a legacy as far as they're concerned.
Christopher Chowdhury there from the Dorchester Hotel. Time for a look at the weather with Kate.
Good afternoon. It has been a largely dry day so far. Glimpses of sunshine first thing, but fairly cloudy elsewhere. Now, the cloud is set to stay with us this afternoon. One or two brighter spells mixed in, however. Now, you can see the cloud down in the southeast earlier on this morning has been fairly thin, so we've had some hazy glimpses of sunshine, and we'll see similar through the afternoon. Staying dry, the breeze fairly light, but it is still chilly. Temperatures today just 12 Celsius. Now, this evening and overnight, we'll see maybe the cloud breaking here and there, so one or two brief clearer spells, but again largely cloudy. Staying dry though overnight, and temperatures staying above zero, between 4 and 6 Celsius. So another chilly start tomorrow morning. Still quite a bit of cloud around first thing on Thursday. Gradually that cloud is going to thicken as we start to see fronts coming in from the southwest. Through the afternoon, some heavy rain arrives. Now locally could be heavier, might get a rumble or two of thunder, and temperatures tomorrow 14 Celsius. The wind starts to pick up as well. Now that rain continues into Thursday evening overnight. Bit of drizzle Friday morning, but drier with some sunshine for the afternoon as high pressure starts to build through Friday and through Saturday. The dry day of the weekend being Saturday, we're looking at some sunshine but also milder air. Now through Friday and Saturday, the temperature recovers a little bit, back up to around 17, 18 Celsius. We could even see 19 Celsius on Saturday.
OK, more details on all of today's stories on the BBC News app, including more on those plans around the coronation weekend. We'll be back again at 6:30 this evening. Until then, have a lovely afternoon. Bye-bye.